Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. And in the last video I had the time lapse where I was actually building the marshalling yard that you see over to the right hand side of the screen as one of the newer stopping services goes past a new signal set. Now off camera I have gone ahead and done some adjustments to the scenery. So for example, as you can see, I have added an overhead gantry for this set of signals, which I thought was pretty good. I've added, if you look right in the distance, I've added a couple of water towers over at one end of the marshalling yard. There are semaphore signals as opposed to the old shunting signals. There are semaphore signals on posts for the main shunting or the main lines that go out. I will be adding them to the other lines, and there are a couple of buildings here and there, some of which you cannot see. However, the majority of the work that I have done off camera is actually reworking the layout of this marshalling yard. You see, at the end of the time lapse, I had a look at what I had done and thought, in general, yes, this looks good, but overall, it isn't exactly the greatest or the best built, the most well designed marshalling yard. So I decided I'm going to redo it, and I've redone it on both sides, but on the far end, the Early side, I have done a lot more work than I have done on this side. So this is a side that I am hiding, the side behind the camera. In today's video, I will be detailing the marshalling yard as best as I can, and also finishing off the other side, the side that, as I said, you cannot see. Before the intro, I just want to go over the comments that I received, or a few of the comments that I received. So engine sheds. And more turntables. I've actually removed the turntable because it was not giving me exactly what I was after, so I've removed the turntable. But I have already added more engine sheds, so that is great. Warehouses sounds like a pretty good idea. I'm going to think about how to work out how to put some warehouses. Lots of empty carriages of different variety. That is planned. Also having them on the cargo platforms, definitely. I think having them in between where trains will be stopping is probably a good idea. But yes, making a note of that would be important. Shunting engines, have some with carriages. I am going to be planning to do that. Front or rear, that will be a good idea. And I will be trying to balance it up. So the way you have mentioned the whole asset carriages, this comment by, is it Ferno 1991? That is a really good idea. I didn't think of that. I didn't think that I would be able to have a train where it would back up to some carriages, and then those carriages, it looks like a static display, or it looks like a display that is actually being cut, a consist that's been cut in two, but really one half is static and the other half is the dynamic bit. That sounds really good. Timer carriages, I did think about that. I need to figure out how they work, and I will probably do that in today's video. And some people around the yard, definitely a good idea. And then there is some more that says implemented some eye candy. We're looking for trucks and coaches. So yes, that is a good idea. Coaches, a very good idea. Instead of just having wagons, freight wagons, I am going to put passenger coaches up. And there is a reason for this. There is more of a logical reason for this plan. And I'll speak about that after the intro. So those are some of the comments. And I'm probably going to be attempting to implement some, if not all, of those. So make sure you stay tuned. Let's get started, and let's see if this marshalling yard really takes shape by the end of this video. I'll give myself about 35-40 minutes to do this. Okay, so one of the things that I have learnt is... Hang on, just need to check something. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just trying to work out why there was a train. Yes, something has gone wrong here. I thought as much. Why is everything going along? Okay, I knew something didn't seem quite right. That's one. After West Mersey, I need you to go past this signal. This is the signal you should be on. That is better. Similar for this one. After West Mersey in the opposite direction. That signal, stay out of the way. I need you all to stay out of the way of the express service. There we go. That is a little better. At some point that I will probably end up changing that. Right. So, to what I was saying. Let me show you what has changed first. I have a lot more platforms here. These are the turnaround platforms. Have just wagons, locomotives going in and out with the water towers. This is now 4 tracks that peel. There are 4 tracks that peel in. These are neatly arranged now. That goes through there. This bit is not yet connected. These connect up out this way. These ones, there is a little bit that goes that way, and we can slip these, but not all of them. Not all of them slip. So we have that. I have fixed or improved the bifurcations on all of these as best as I can. I thought they looked really horrible when I made them on the time lapse, so I have improved those. I have swapped around the order of where I would want longer trains and shorter trains. The shorter trains should be closer to the main line. The longer trains will be further out. And the reason for this, there is a logical reason for this, is because as the trains are coming in through here, it gives them much more room to get out of the way of the main line before slowing themselves right down to 10 miles per hour. All of this track, though I may not have done it entirely yet, will become 25 miles per hour. All the tracks, all the station tracks are going to be 10 miles per hour. So by having this bit here quite lengthy, it allows the large train to get out of the way. Whereas the small trains, of course, they can peel in like so, and it is much easier for them. So that is what I've done here. This bit, as I said, still needs to be worked upon. I have this track here. Now, I might increase the number of tracks here and just bump it up to these. So I have a little stopping station there. I have a station right here. I also have a station here, which was there before, and this station here, which I may get rid of because it might be causing a mess. As you can see, this side is very messy compared to this side. So, the idea behind this is that the longest trains will be coming in on these platforms. This set of platforms here. The shorter trains, slightly shorter, can come in onto these platforms right here. And the shortest goods trains should be able to come in onto these platforms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, if necessary, 6, 7, and 8. They could just come straight down to 6, 7, and 8. So I can have some popping along this way. Now, I may add a couple more stations to do turnarounds. I'm not entirely sure. And one interesting thing about this station is that I've managed to curve it a bit in line, as best as I can anyway, in line with the main line. So that was pretty neat. Now, let me go ahead and begin on this side. The biggest change that I have done is this crossover. So we have a way through. Why are you not taking that platform? Did you miss it? Surely you did not miss that, right? Hold on. I have now got minor confusion. Yes, you should be all right to go in and... Oh, you have missed it. Okay. That is fine. That is an old train. We'll have to do something about that. I'm going to try and let this fix itself. There, it is working now. There's another old train. That one is coming in. Okay. Not a problem. So the biggest change, as I have said, is these tracks here. Tracks 7 and 8. Because they are 600 odd yards long, 650 yards long. And what they allow me to do is get any freight completely out of the way of passenger trains. So I no longer have freight that would, or I will not have freight coming down here as it was in the time-lapse video, last video, and then peeling across at 10, 20 miles per hour. I can have freight that comes across at whatever speed I can manage, then slow down to 25 miles per hour, keeping this area all clear and allowing me to stop the trains right there, waiting for any, if there is any traffic, any queue. That is the whole idea behind this. I'm not sure if it is going to work, but I'm going to try. This bit of the approach, this bit of the station, I am fairly content with. Okay, I now have a serious issue here. No, I do not. It's sorting itself out. Okay, good. Sometimes this just happens. So this bit, I'm fairly content with. I think it is done well. It is this section here that I want to effectively redo. I've already redone this part up to here, but all of this is just not working the way I want it to. So I'm going to go ahead and get on with deleting that. Delete that, delete that. And to be quite honest, I am going to delete up to there so that this can be neatened further as well. I'm going to delete everything coming out of the engine yard. I'm going to delete this and delete this and delete this and delete that, like so. I'm then going to look at increasing. Should I increase the length of that? Before I do that, I'm going to have to make some considerations. So, let me now pause this whilst that is in the station. Realistically, what I should be doing is just removing all these vehicles. They were just there temporarily. It was a test to see if things could work. And the answer is yes, but not brilliantly. So what I'll do is I'll actually remove all of this. There we go. That looks reasonable. These brakes I'm relatively okay with. I would rather that one was straight, not the way it currently is. So let's go ahead and there we go. That is what I want. No, that is not what I want. That is what I want. Was that what it was before then? Potentially. What I could do is I could have this one right. Change over here too. Have this come out there, like so. Have this connect in there. Yes, I know those are 10. Actually, do that and do that. And then I can do that. If this one remains straight, like this, what I could do is have something peel out like that. Will that then connect? So 40, 40. Yes, that connects exactly as I want it to. Good. Good. So all of this is working. Now, before I continue along that bit, I wonder if there is an option for this. So with the autumn update of Transport Fever 2, which will be out hopefully in the next few weeks, three-way points are going to be available. So this one right now that looks like this will just end up being one line with 3, 1, 2, 3 to have a three-way point. So I need to start considering some of those as well. If I break that, build that up to there, build that up to there, I can now put 4 platforms. So I can go ahead and do that. Like so, at, should we say 100 meters? How is a 100 meter one going to work? Oh, but no, I can, now that I've figured out how to do the curves, I can have one that just curves around. It just means, I think I might just be, it might just be a little too tight on this side. But it won't be too tight if I break this back to there. That gives me an extra 30, 40 meters, I think. So we'll start by selecting the track. Should we select the 25 mile per hour track? I can easily change these. No. Tracks 4. There we are. And actually, no, this is fine. This is fine. I'm just thinking of a few things at the moment, but I think this will do quite nicely. Terminal function, it does not need to have. We are not going to be picking up or dropping anything off here. all I might want with this... Oh dear, what did I do? Tracks. That was not right. There we are. Okay, all I need to do is select. So if I actually build this from this side, there we go. Good. Radius 20. So that immediately starts curving these, which is good. Actually, I could have two curving in two different directions. No, that is not going to help. That is not going to help. Can I make this a bit longer? I could, and tighten the curve. But that is going to cause other problems. Let me try this. So that is around there now. Now, for this to then subsequently connect to this, it is actually really easy. That is going to end up being remarkably easy. However, and this is where the issue might arise. So if instead of this, I connect it to that, and then that, and then, whoops, and then that, and that, we are going to run into the problem. So this one is not going to be too much of an issue because I can connect these on that side. It's sort of these ones that I'm a little concerned about. I can sort of get them in. They will kind of work. At least two will. This one, I doubt this one will. No. So this one is literally stuck out on this side. And that is because, okay, small change of plan. Remove that. Remove that. I think we probably also need to do some flattening. Just around here, so that way this area remains, well, flat, best as possible. I can then smooth, yeah, I can then go ahead and smooth this bit out. Should the need arise. Actually, put that up to there. Slight second idea. Buildings, depots, engine shed. Tuck it in. I know I could have used the copy tool here, but I'm used to doing things without that tool, so that is why I'm still doing it. Doing it like this. There we go. Okay. Now we have that. So, this one right here can connect. So we could have one connecting there, one connecting there, one connecting there. And this one is going to be the mess. Okay. Because then what I can do is have another set connect in here, connect this up, get that to go out there, then you'll have everything traveling around. Okay. This end bit. How do I want this to go? If I break that... In fact, do I need... no, I do need that one. But I could just connect it like that. Oh, wait, no, then... This one would connect... Right, it isn't that that's causing the problem, is it? It is that one. Okay. You connect like that. You... Let me break that for a moment. You connect up like that, and then... Let's try to figure this one out. There should be a way to do this. Now it doesn't want to. Now it does not want to take any of these. But it might if I do this. Perfect. Why? And then that one could connect in like so. And this one could do this. That one can go in like that, and like that. With this connecting in... okay, that is not going to work. I'll get there eventually. I will get there eventually. Now I just need to go about doing some smoothing in this area. There we go. Everything is nice and happy. I will figure out this little bit a little later. But that is a much cleaner approach. Still not keen on this bit, but it is a much cleaner approach. Of course, we still have these ones over here. But my thinking for that is to actually split it from way out here, have it go across like so, follow this around, but instead of following it all the way, in fact, no, hold on. Follow this around. No, do not follow it all the way. See if I can get this to straighten itself up. There it is. No, come on. That is more like it. And then have the... What on earth? Is there a little... I think there was a little curve there that I didn't see. Have that go like that. And like that. Have this go in. In fact, have this do something interesting. Oh, I could have done that. I can still do that. There we go. have that do that. And in addition to that, it will have just here a connection for it to go like that. Potentially even have one go across like that. And then another little station. I say station, it isn't really a station, but very short, just for locomotives. There we are. Maybe I can add... I could put a coaling stage or something here. I'm not sure how to pull that off, though. Somebody is probably going to have to assist me with some tips on how to build a proper coaling stage. That will probably have to be 10 miles per hour. That's all right. There we go. That isn't too shabby overall. Doesn't look too shabby at all. Okay, let's go ahead and do a little bit more smoothing of the area. There we are. And that does look a lot better, a lot cleaner. So what else do I want to add to all of this? Let me think. I know exactly what I want to add here. Instead of this cutting in the way it currently does, I'm going to make this straight. Come on, keep that. No, keep that away from... No, that's it. Do that. Then, obviously, I'll have the connection as it needs to be. And a crossing this way, potentially. Does not like it. Does not appear to like it. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Here we go. There we are. I can have a locomotive stop in there. That is a good spot for a locomotive to stop. Okay. I could also potentially do another one right here. So before connecting this up, I think this needs to be reworked. I will add some tracking that then just does that. And I can have a locomotive stopped there. I could potentially have a locomotive stopped on this side too, should I wish to do so. The way for me to do that would be track across there. Have I managed that? Could still build it. There we go. Still happy enough with it. I have noticed that I've just built these ones I'm building are wrong. They're supposed to be cargo buildings, and I'm putting passenger ones in. So I'm going to have to make some adjustments. How do I swap them from passenger to cargo? Is there any way for me to do that? No. Great. Well, I've done 3 of them. This one is a piece of cake. This one is a piece of cake. Because all I need to do is that and that. This is the one that shall be a little bit more difficult. Let me just get the information. 150, 10, 4. 150, 10, 4. Should do. 150, 10, 4. This is an excellent mod. This really is an excellent mod. Right, and over here, tracks. Where is it exactly that I want it? Is it here? I think so. Could I make it go all the way across? I could. But then that doesn't... Yes, that does give me the ability to have that track to... Will this slip? Yes. Okay, good. Can I do this? Yes. Can I do this? Also, yes. And cross this up here. Also, yes. Okay, that opens up a little bit more for me. This one is just a... Where does this track go? That just stops. Maybe I should have a couple of tracks that just stop. Oh, to save? It's telling me that I'm actually getting closer to my end of video than perhaps I want to be. I could have another... What's the point of a locomotive just stopping there? That appears to be a useless place for a loco to stop. Actually, no. You can have a locomotive there, back it up and continue. Not a useless place. What I am going to do, though, is have this go down there. This continue like that, but also go down there. That one really is going to... Okay, no. Stop. This is not... This one here is far from ideal. What I need this to do is I need those two to join, and then everything to feed in. So if I feed this one in nice and early, like so, run that straight. Come on, run that straight. There we go. Feed this one into the same spot. Almost. Run this one straight. Feed this into close as I can get to the same. That one matches that one. Does not quite match that one, which is a little bit annoying. Then feed what into where? Can I feed these into here? I think I probably could. So we'd come through this and run out along here. Bring that back a little. There we are. Run that through there. And run that straight. And then into that. Run. So that goes across there, that goes across there, that goes across there. This one is exit only? That could be a... Well, no. I could use the slip to bring the trains in on... No, it will not work that way. This is the way it is going to go. Not entirely keen on that little bit there. So if there's a way for me to improve upon that, I would like to try. But I'm not sure there will be. But I can do that. That still does not look... All right, this bit is going to require a little work. That is for sure. But I can connect from... So that's one going in. I can do this. No. Do that again. Goes across there, goes across there. That's one going up there. I can do this. Could I go all the way across? I can do this. I could do that. And that bit is not going to work. But I can do that. Hang on. And that. It's a shame I cannot connect it the way I wanted to. Okay, it isn't the best. Really is not the best. But it isn't terrible. Okay. Little bit overcomplicated, but it works, I think. I think it works. There and there. That goes across there, that goes across there. That is fine. This one can be slipped. And let's go ahead and try to put another one of these in. Does it just fit in there? No. Okay, this is going to have to be for a much shorter locomotive. That will do. If they end up hitting each other, I'll just make another adjustment. It is fine. And I suppose I could even have a couple just here. So I could do... Yes, hold on. I put a couple of tracks in. Hey. Put the 10 mile per hour track there. Now, how many can I fit in here? If I bring that across fairly severely, can Can I get 2 in here? The potential is there. There we go. The potential to get 2 in was there. I took it. And we now have 2. Okay. So, that is, I suppose, the marshalling yard. This bit still needs some work, but the marshalling yard generally connected. I also know that we have, I've noticed that marshalling yards, they tend to have grass. So I'm going to put some grass back in the marshalling yard. Doesn't all have to be ballast and stuff, so I'll put the grass back in. Just to make it look just a little better around the areas. And then I'll work on putting the ballast where I think it needs to be. So this bit in the middle. That bit in the middle probably would not have grass. And this bit's all around the side can probably have grass. It looks just that little bit better with the grass there. Maybe just along this bit. Pop the grass in along this outer edge, right up to the track there. And that looks fairly decent. Put some grass in along this bit, maybe along this bit here. There we go. And along that bit, maybe up to there, and then similarly up to there. We'll then have ballast. Bit in the middle, I'll probably just have ballast there. And then, can I fit grass alongside the railway? A little. That probably looks better than having just a whole bunch of ballast. There we go. I think that does look a little better. Now, back to the ballast. And I'm going to refill certain areas with ballast. So I think this area probably should be ballast like that. Similarly on this side, do the same thing. That bit there can remain as is. This is fine. That needs to be turned to ballast. I'm actually going to do a shift click on this one so that I can get rid of all of that and turn it into proper ballast. Similarly, I think I'll probably shift click here to do the same. Just remove that mud or whatever texture it is. Give it some proper ballast all the way down, like so. I'll leave these bits. That looks okay, that looks okay. As I said, I wanted ballast perhaps just up to there and up to there. Clean this bit up like so. Around these, maybe just a little bit of ballast just around this area. just to clean up, or just to give it a bit more of a... probably needs to be stronger. There we go. That's better. And then here, I think it does need to be ballast. There we are. Okay. That is looking far nicer. And to end the video, static displays and all of that kind of stuff. Let me sort out the roots inside here. So we're going to go for, I'm going to call this marshalling yard. Marshalling yard. Actually, I can just call it MA. And it is RA, but so I'll just call it MARA. West Mercy 001. And we'll call this one MARA West Mercy 002. These are just going to be locomotives wandering about. So we'll start this all over again. So we'll start with 001. Let's add the station. Let's say we'll start here. We shall go to, let's see. Can we get down to here? We can get down to there. We'll then go up there. It's fine. I'll deal with that. We can then go, can we get to here? Yep. Can we from there go up there? Yes. To there. Down to here. And that goes back. Okay. Where is it broken? What can it not do? Ah, it cannot get up to that one. But I can fix that. I can certainly fix that by just doing that. There we go. Okay. There to there. Oh, it's stuck. It cannot get back to the branch. So from there, maybe we just run it into this. No? There. That. To that, I'm going to have to rename all of this. Okay, you know what? Why don't we just start with the simple one? Why am I making this really complicated? Why don't we just do that? Yes, this is fine. So we'll go here. So, yearly cargo, it says 7, which means that in reality, I should be able to take all of those into West Mersey, which apparently can take all of those, into that, which can take both, into that, which apparently can only take platform 2 from here. Which one are you? You, West Mersey Central. And that's because of what? Why can I only take platform 2? What does 3 prevent? Oh, 3 prevents me from taking platform 1. I see. I see. Okay. So I guess we'll always have that going into platform 2. There's 1. Excellent. And this can just be these can just be a few locomotives. And then we'll start another one. Let's say for this one we have you could start here. You'll go into here. You'll pop into here. From here, can you get to that? No. Okay, we'll stop that one. I could probably get this to work in between. We'll go back here. And we'll pop up there. And then back here. And into there. Okay, good. Check this. So apparently that isn't going to work so well for us. We'll do all of those. Anything that allows me to have multiple, I'll take. And then I will fix any that I cannot do. Okay. If I did if I could get that silly crossover to work, this one would work nicely for me. But alas, I cannot. That does allow me to have a nice stop, though. So that gives me just some that will wander around. It also tells me where I should and should not have some assets. But I'll have to put the assets in another video, another episode. Can I? The biggest question is would I be able to, from here, purchase a whole bunch of vehicles, steam, locomotives. What do I want? Prairies? No, just shunters, little shunters. These will do. I think these should do. So I could always add no. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 3 of them. There we go. And I'll add a couple of other little shunters, should I be able to find them. There we go, a couple of these. A couple of those, that's one, and maybe one of those. You 3 can be out on that. You 3 can be out on that. And let me see if that works. And this can be, as I said, this is where I will end today's video. It isn't perfect. Things are not yet perfect. In fact, could I add a couple of assets? Put a few down. What I need to do is I need to ensure that this line and this line are still up for when I put assets down. There we go. Otherwise, things are going to look really, really bad. So I could very easily just pop down a few of these. Oops. It wasn't quite where I wanted it to be. And then I'll put the timer wagons in as well, of course. Right. A couple of goods wagons. There's a bit. I mean, they're a bit grey. There we go. Let's just dump a brake wagon on the back of this. There we are. I can even put LMS wagons in various locations. For example, I could even just block this off and say, look, this is not going to be something that we can access. And maybe just anything else? Anything else I can put up? Small bolster wagons. And a couple of these. That looks good. That looks good. And there's a few here. I'll pop. Where should I put one more? I want these. I do want to ensure that some of this remains open and useful. That is for certain. So let's just go ahead and put some right here. Even put shell. Where's the red? Where's the yellow one gone? There it is. Put some on that side, and further along on the same rail, I could put something else. So, was it that rail? Is it that rail? Yes. British Rail, W3 early, small British, large British. Guess I could do this. Why are these not quite lining up properly? I could add multiple ones though. The reason I can do that is that all of this is flat. So I should have just done that. Yes, I should have done that. With some, let's do, uh-oh, oh, that almost broke. Now it is starting to look like a marshalling yard. Good, 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 good. Anywhere else I can do this. That's one. So trains will come through here. That's one. You know what I could do? I am going to probably end up turning this into a little one of these stations. I think I'm going to end up doing that. And we've got this, or just using this one to do it. So I'll do that on one. But I'll also put some more. I'll just put some just here. Here we are. That will do with some. Let's see. Some of these. And then outside framework. Oh, okay. That is fairly good. That looks fairly good. And since this is currently not in use, can I just dump an engine here? None of those. Would they even... I mean, they'd fit. Just leave it sitting there. That's a very modern engine. There we are, 1906. Just sit one of them there and potentially sit a couple. Couple of engines can sit there. And I did say I wanted to put some of these coaches just sitting around, and I am going to add them. The reason for that is because there is going to be a change to a depot. So I think having coaches sitting around will be quite this is front and rear brakes. Oh, apparently front and rear brake we do not have. What? That was weird. It's very weird. There we are. And I'll have to sort out the signalling later, but I can potentially. Here we go. Here's a few of the tank engine. I knew I had them. There we are. And I'll just have a double one sitting here. Okay. I knew I had them somewhere. And anything else? Yeah, these tiny little buildings are going to be quite useful. Not barns, though. Not Stonehenge. Oh, there's some. Here's some generic coaches as well. They help. There we are. Good. I need to check those, whatever those are. There. That is a completed marshalling yard, I'd say. Yes, that works well. So that is where I'm going to end this video for now. Still a bit of work to do, but it is looking a lot more realistic and a lot more complete. So, as I said, I will end that video there, and I will actually take the thumbnail somewhere from here, I would say. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Any suggestions you might have. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon, link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series, where I might actually try and get this. I'm going to try and get this all running. So there is going to be. I'm going to perhaps start with coal. I think coal is going to be a big one. I'm going to try and see if I can get coal running into this yard and being able to split various wagons up. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Thank you very much once again, and I'll see you next time.